back to the Daily Grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back pickle biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Michael Bisping is looking to exorcise the demons from his GSP loss against Kelvin Gastelum in his upcoming fight in the main event of UFC Shanghai. This fight is just 3 weeks out from his main event of Madison Square Garden, UFC 217, the biggest fight and biggest payday of his life versus George St. Pierre, where he lost his middleweight title. Unceremoniously, he was knocked down, choked out in front of millions of people, but he says, you know what, I'm not physically hurt. I'm just mentally wounded. I need to get back in there, exercise these demons, because I feel like I should have won that fight. So this fight's a gift from the gods. He says that I'll actually just read what he had to say about, actually getting cleared for the fight. He said, I've been pretty pissed off, which is fine. The fact that I lost that fight, it bothers me. I know that if I had that fight 10 times, I'd win that fight 10 times. I know I would. But I lost to George, and here we are with this gift from the gods. I get a chance to exercise my demons. I get a chance to get back in the win column, all good things. I text Dana and said, listen, I know a guy that fought last week with no injuries who can fight in Shanghai. He texts back, interesting. I text back and said, very. 20 minutes later, I get a phone call. We agreed, and we said we'd do it. He said afterward, I got a call from a legal department saying, Mike, we need to know that you're there mentally and physically. How do you feel? I said, physically I'm fine, but mentally I'm wounded. The only thing that's going to make that right is if I'm able to fight again. I'm emotionally and mentally scarred, but physically I'm fine. There was a little bit of testing, an MRI and whatnot. I got checked up and the New York Commission was fine with that. So here we go. We're all good. So we're set, ready to roll. Michael Bisping, fucking gotta give him much respect for taking this fight. Short notice, fight pass. That's anytime, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Any place. He was just in New York, Madison Square Garden, fighting on a pay-per-view, main event, biggest pay-per-view of the year. Now he's going to motherfucking Fight Pass, Donald Cerrone style, overseas, like when Donald Cerrone fought Darren Till over at, UFC Gdansk. Was that UFC Gdansk? It was, yeah, one of those, it was a fight card overseas on Fight Pass. People were like, why are you taking the fight? Well, here comes Michael Bisping doing the same thing. He's replacing Anderson Silva. This could have been a lot of other people who stepped up on short notice. The fact that it was Michael Bisping, I think, threw everybody for a loop. Like, what? Like, nobody expected that. And it's not because nobody expected Michael Bisping, to be scared of Kelvin Gastelum or anything like that. It was just like he's coming off of the biggest fight of his life. He just lost. He just fucking got the biggest payday of his life. He's got every reason to not get right back in the cage, but he's doing it. He's stepping up, and he plans on fighting again in a few months for his retirement fight. So he's gonna pick up this payday. He just had the best, probably the hardest training camp of his life. He's probably in the best shape of his life. So pick up this not easy payday, but pick up this quick payday versus Kelvin Gastelum. He's doing the UFC a solid, and he's getting another payday on his way out the door. You know what I'm saying? Because even if he wouldn't have fought this fight in Shanghai, he probably would have retired in March in England in front of his hometown. So he gets the opportunity for one more big fight, and also to exercise his demons. He don't have to sit on this loss until March, until his retirement fight. He gets to get in there, man. So much respect to Michael Bisping. It is what it is. Let the full-time family know what the fuck you tapping at in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da. It's the motherfucking DOWG.